My name is Brooke Butler, and I graduated from Millersville University in 2011 with a degree in music education. I was a percussion major, and I chose Millersville because of the percussion program at the time, and also because it was a school where I know performance could be a focus as well as education. Immediately after graduating from Millersville, I got a job teaching elementary and middle school music in the Milburn Township Public Schools. Milburn, New Jersey is about 40 minutes from New York City, right on the train line, so a lot of students have parents that commute to the city every day. This is a very prestigious community, very academically competitive, very affluent, and extremely supportive of music education. My students are extremely bright and diverse, many of them growing up with a great deal of privilege and a great deal of opportunity. I teach kindergarten through 5th grade general music and 5th grade chorus at South Mountain Elementary School, in addition to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade percussionists at the middle school. In many ways, my job is twofold. I'm expected to help develop and thoroughly implement the K-12 district music curriculum and relevant assessments at both the elementary and middle school levels. I work closely with the 4 other elementary general vocal music teachers in the district, particularly as our teaching relates to vocal development and choral teaching. At the same time, I am working closely with middle school and high school band directors and instrumental teachers to teach percussion sectional lessons. Collaboration is something we do every day. It's extremely important, and it's something that I started doing at Millersville. As a music teacher, I am constantly singing, playing the piano, moving with my students, considering new ways to infuse technology into my lessons, and making things more relevant for my students. When I think about it, there really isn't much that I learned at Millersville with regard to music education that I don't use on a regular basis. My preparation at Millersville not only enabled me to get a job only days after graduation, but to be considerably successful at it. I just received tenure this year. Other teachers in my music department who studied at excellent schools, even at the master's and doctoral levels, places like Peabody Conservatory in Baltimore, the University of Florida, Northwestern University, the University of Delaware, and the University of Indiana, they recognized that I was prepared well beyond my years when I began at Milburn, and they had heard of Millersville University being a great school for education long before I came. I knew how unique and second to none the music education program at Millersville University is, but nothing could have convinced me more to advocate for this program than when I began attending graduate school at Teachers College, Columbia University in New York City. This is the largest graduate school of education in the country in Uptown Manhattan, and it's very prestigious. There's a lot of cutting-edge research that happens every day there, and they're influencing educational, political, policy, and democratic education in public schools. I wouldn't have even considered a school like this for graduate school if it wasn't for the encouragement from Dr. Taka and Dr. Houlihan that continued long after my graduation from Millersville. I was studying at Teachers College with practicing teachers from all around the United States and the world. I had friends from Los Angeles, New York City, New York State, Connecticut, Florida, Illinois, even places like Dubai, Asia, and Switzerland. Teachers in all socioeconomic and cultural categories. They had students that were very rich and that were very poor, that were very rural in their upbringing and very urban in their upbringing. What I learned was how dissatisfied these teachers were, regardless of where their jobs were, with their undergraduate programs. They didn't feel prepared to be teachers, and they were not given the experiences early in their study like I was at Millersville. They were not even given adequate student teaching responsibilities, and the requirements to be a teacher in those states, in some other states, aside from Pennsylvania, I believe, are a little bit more lenient. Teachers were not taught a specific method of teaching like we were at Millersville, and so then when they started teaching in the field, they almost didn't know what to do with themselves. They were becoming very stressed with these other influences, the politics, and not knowing what to do and how to perform. As soon as you begin teaching, you're almost expected to be an expert, and Millersville will prepare you to be an expert. Some of these teachers in my program at Teachers College expressed to me how their classmates were also dissatisfied with their undergraduate programs, how within 2 years many of them stopped teaching or hadn't even gotten jobs teaching, many of them going back to school and trying to get into different fields that they felt they could be more successful at. Some of the music teachers that I went to school with even turned to Dr. Taka and Dr. Houlihan's Kodai Today book as a resource they could use in the classroom, something that they hadn't been given at an undergraduate level, but something that they looked to out of the deficiencies of their program to supplement what they were not getting at those schools. This is something that you'll be learning, something that you will know frontwards and backwards, something that I use every day. Aside from all of that, my comprehensive musicianship courses at Teachers College were nothing above the theory training I had gotten with Dr. Houlihan in our solfege classes at Millersville. These graduates from highly esteemed music schools throughout the country, I was helping them analyze Neapolitan chords and secondary dominants and these things that we had done at Millersville at the undergraduate level. So Millersville didn't only prepare me to be a successful teacher, it prepared me to be a successful graduate student. Because of the organizational skills, focus on the process, and time management skills that I really honed in on at Millersville, I was able to complete the Master of Music and Music Education program in only 2 years while teaching, and I got a 4.0. I feel very blessed that my first job is one that I will probably stay in for years to come. I just received tenure in the district and am very happy with the support in music and education in general from the community. That doesn't mean it's always easy, no job is, and the face of public education is drastically shifting. At a time of such instability and uncertainty, a foundational music education is key for our students, the next generation. We need more teachers in the field who are truly prepared to teach well and know what they are in for, so they're not just backing out at the last second and they're not only in the field for a few years and then calling it quits or changing fields. Millersville is one of the few schools that I know of for sure that will help you be successful and reach your musical, educational, and professional goals. Millersville has outstanding, cutting-edge faculty in an unbelievable performing arts center. There are more opportunities for performance and global access to learning than even in some New York City schools. And Millersville music education faculty will teach you a very specific way to teach very well. For music education preparation, I see Millersville University as second to none, really. I'm sorry I couldn't be there today, and I hope you're having a really great time exploring the Performing Arts Center and seeing all that Millersville has to offer. I hope you do choose to come to Millersville, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. Best of luck.